And welcome to beautiful sunny Monday afternoon, Charlotte, for round 1 2022 ANZAC Day clash with traditional rivals, well, modern day rivals, let's call it. Glenelg v Brighton. Joining me today is Charlotte Wennon. Charlotte, today's game is going to be a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to look at this game. A few ins and a few outs for both teams. I think COVID's definitely hit both teams really, really hard. So it's going to be an interesting game with some younger players coming in, which I'm sure we'll chat about in the game. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good hit out, especially being an Australian year as well. We've got some really fit girls in each team, which I think will be really, really exciting to watch.
I think you hit the nail on the head there. Australian selection this year, so girls at their peak performance. We will be missing a few familiar faces from last year, but a lot of youth coming through both sides here, as well as the normal familiar faces. So we expect Brighton again to be the powerhouse again this year, I would think.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Just looking at Brighton's lineup, they do have the depth there, and Trisha's done a really good job with those junior girls. Yes, we have the Australian contingents coming out to perform today, but there's also the under-23 Australian girls, which we're really grateful in SA that every single young female that went out for it made the team. So they're going to be, I think, coming through, and it's going to be exciting to watch. But I do think Brighton just have the edge on Glenelg in this game. And I'm sure, as I said, we'll chat about ins and outs later. But yeah, I think Glenelg are missing some key players that have come into the team this year, which will make a difference on days like today.
Yeah, certainly looking to close the gap from last year, Glenelg, but probably still enough of a buffer between the top 2 and maybe 3, 4, 5 in the competition. So we'll get underway very shortly. I'm heading off to do some ceremonial work to get this day underway. Joining Charlotte will be Marty Baker. So
beautiful.
Take it away, Charlotte.
Bring Marty over. Marty's usually hidden behind the camera.
Yes, no, I certainly do enjoy being behind the camera instead of in front of it. Certainly a face for radio on that one. But so Charlotte, let's have a look at the new uniforms for the Glenelg guys. I'm not sure whether you can see that.
Yeah, they look
background.
Crispy, fresh, white.
Going back to their old Lenny's days for those that are old enough to know what that is. But yes, they've gone to the old style uniforms, and I think the State League men are on the way.
Oh, they're on the way.
They're on their way, so I'm not sure whether they're locked in, but fresh is probably
they're very
the best
white.
way to do it. So Glenelg girls, you can probably see that in the background. Who are the people that we really need to be watching out for?
I think Bonnie and Karen, they're just the leaders of Glenelg. They always have been, probably for the last 5-6 years. They both are fit coming off this Australian campaign. Unfortunately, both of them not able to make the team, but they're still coming in fit.
Made the sixer side?
The sixer side, yep. So she is in that one, so she's still training hard. But I think just those girls and the experience that they have and that they bring to the team, it's not just, the on-field presence, it's off-field and how they carry themselves as players. Carly Evans is a brick wall. She is really hard to play against.
Doesn't know how to stop a ball.
She is she's someone in the team. You want someone like her on your team.
Yep.
And she works really hard. When you're in defence, you can hear her voice, you can hear her presence, and then she makes those saves that you don't expect. So really think that those 3 girls, as well as Laura Evans coming in. There are some younger girls, I believe. Nikki Haynes, I think, is joining the team today.
A few guys at State League, but just sort of working her way up there. But from one goalie to the other.
I know.
Because we've got 2. We've been.
It could be a game of the goalies.
We've got 2 Australian keepers, and both of them are in this game today. So
yes, if I know the Brighton aren't in the background, but Addie, I've been fortunate enough to play with her and against her, and I know which one I'd prefer. But she as well, she's very different style to Carly, and her game is quite explosive. She comes out, it's quite raw and dirty and gritty lacrosse that she plays as a goalie, which is very rare. We're not used to that here. We're used to our goalie staying in. And I think she will play a big part in this game as well. And both these goalies, if they get a couple of early saves, it's really, really hard to then get in their head, because they both get that confidence booster from themselves and they back themselves. As soon as they get that first save, they back themselves. They know that they're in this game. And like I said, it could be a battle of goalies, which sometimes is the best lacrosse.
So who's going to be the one that puts them past the goalies then?
I think, we're going to be looking at, especially in Glenelg, they're missing Jamie Dinning. One of those bittersweet moments, which would have been great to see her have another season, but exciting that she's bringing another lacrosse player into the world. But I think Laura Evans might be able to pop it past Addie, she's got a really interesting approach when she drives from the top, and they usually put Laura at the top or on the 45. Karen, again, I think Karen will do really well. And I reckon some of these young kids like Jessie Froud, Sarah Haynes, those young attackers like Darcy Beckett that work behind, they might be able to really draw those D, get that step ahead and pop it past Addie.
Now, the other big thing with this game today is obviously no Cassidy Dostert. Now, last year she dominated the face-off.
Yeah.
The centre draw, and that's going to be a really tough one to replace, but obviously Indy Williams is a superstar.
I think Indy will definitely step up to that challenge. She has just grown and grown and grown as a player, and I really enjoy playing against her, personally. She's amazing to watch. Her finesse and her skills is just really incredible, and she's really young, but young kids should watch her and how you can really evolve with the sport.
She's got ridiculous hands.
Ridiculous hands, yeah.
But I think
we're about to kick
we
off.
Have Chris McGurr, who's a lovely sponsor, but we're just going to listen in to Craig Schicker, our Master of Ceremonies, and we'll have a chat with Chris in a second because he's got a great way to win a prize today. So if you're down here today, you certainly get a chance to win a prize, but we might just tune back into Schicks and we'll be back with Chris.
Meet on here today, pay our respects to elders past and present, and extend that respect to other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. We'll go into I think the coin toss has just been done. We'll introduce the players. We'll have a quick national anthem. We'll get the day rolling. Thank you very much. And the umpires on the field for today's game. On last year's premiers, Brighton Lacrosse Club. Did you toss? Okay.
Sorry, Chris, I've got a bit away from this.
Cheers, guys. It's going to be an umpire, I reckon. And now we'll have a minute for the national anthem. Thank you very much. Let the games begin. So modern day rivals Glenelg and Brighton. Glenelg have won the toss and shooting again.
Here we've got a brand new sponsor here for Lacrosse TV. So Chris McGurr from 180 Finance. Woodville, welcome aboard. It's great to have you on board, and
Thanks very much. It's good to be here. I'm a player at Woodville. Got a couple of boys playing at Woodville, and just looking to participate this year and give back to the sport.
Was that
sponsorship to Lacrosse SA and also all of the clubs.
Now can you tell us a bit about that offer? Because obviously, it's a brand new offer, and the clubs can really get some not only bang for the buck for the person that's involved, but a kickback to the club, which, the more money that we got in clubs, the better we are. So can you tell us a little bit more about that offer that you got for us?
That's right. So for every refinance that I work through and settle this year for friends, family, players of any clubs or new home loans, we'll kick back $250 sponsorship to the club of their choice. So they don't need to be a player there, friend or family, or referral coming through. And we can also do free home loan health checks. So if you've already got a home loan, jump on the website 180finance.com.au, click on the free home loan health check button, and if you do that today or come by our stand and fill out a request for a free home loan health check, you go in the draw. We're going to draw this free Nike CEO2 men's head today at 3/4 time of the men's game. So if you click on through the website or you come down, jump in the entry, and you'll be in the draw.
Yeah, so that's not only a great prize for anybody that's down here. So if you're not down here, make sure you do get down here and have a chat with Chris, because it's a great opportunity to, if nothing else, have a check on where you're at. And sort of we can move on from there. Now the girls are just sort of finishing up, but Chris, it's great to have you on board. We can't wait for everybody to be flooding in to come and see your website or come and speak to you directly. I know that you being in touch with some clubs already to organise some come out and some meet and greets.
Yeah, that's right. The best way to provide support to a club is to get there and get to know the people. So I'll be reaching out to all the clubs. I've been in touch with a few already, and we'll be looking to set up on gala days, things like that, and give back to the clubs.
Yeah, so great initiative to help out the clubs. So we know the clubs need as much help as we possibly can. So Chris, thank you very much, and remember, if you want to win this little beauty, make sure you either click on the website or come and see Chris right here at Glenelg.
Come on down today and come and see me, or head to the website 180finance.com.au and just click on free home loan health check. You'll be able to pop in your details. I'll get them immediately and you'll be in the draw today.
Sounds great. Well, thank you very much, Chris. It's great to have you on board, and we look forward to seeing you out at a lot of our games very soon.
Thanks so much.
All right, thanks guys. We're going to jump behind the desk, but we'll be back in just a second.
No, just water.
Hey?
That's
A little bit, it's all good.
Thanks, Julian.
Yeah, just a Coke would be great, thank you.
Pale ale. Has Marty spoke to Jay yet? He's been wanting to speak to Jay for fucking about 3 months.
I think Stefan made a comment to him, but Jay's just had his business development manager resign.
Okay.
And his BDM organised a bit of sponsorship that he didn't know about. So he's just trying to work out what he's done. Because it's a big shit move, but because he's like sponsoring West Range Baseball, Woodville Baseball, Torrensville Bowls. So he's like, I'm not sure. Yeah, so he's just trying to work out which one. He's going to pull some anyway.
Well, it doesn't have to be so much as
that's what he said.
money
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
I think Marty's keen to get some use out of his scaffold.
Oh right, so it's more okay.
Alright guys, are you good to...
Which one's the one that's working? Are they both on? Doesn't matter.
Can you drop my volume a bit, Marty?
You're live at the moment because of the other mic. For this one that's spotted there.
Alright, we are nearly ready to go down here at Glenelg. As Shika said before.
That's ours.
Alright, we're nearly ready to go here, Shika. Like you said, it's a beautiful day for some lacrosse.
A little bit overcast, so sun factor might be a bit low, Charlotte.
Yeah, I don't think there's any, and the wind's going all over the place as well, so I'm not sure if there's any scoring an advantage at the moment. Probably later in the men's game there might be, but at this stage, no.
ANZAC Day, the rematch, the grand final, traditional grand final rematch, and the modern day rivalry, Charlotte, between these two clubs is growing by the week, isn't it?
Oh, every year I think it just gets stronger and stronger. This one's a bit different. I think the teams compared to the grand final last year are completely different. So
yeah, Brighton without the huge influence of Cassidy Doster off the centre draw.
Yeah, and they've also got some young ones in there today. I believe Kate Osborne and Jade Magnan are stepping in as well to play today, which is exciting for them. Big game to come into, but definitely exciting for Brighton to have those juniors coming through.
Charlotte, of course, coaching this year's under-18 national state team, or for national championship team for South Australia, so that's exciting. A couple of girls there you mentioned in that team, Charlotte.
Yeah, we have a few, so those two girls are definitely in the team. We did have Izzy Brown as well. She made the under-23 Australian team, so the tournament is the same time, but it'll be exciting to watch her as well today. She stepped up this year and is playing for Glenelg today as well. So these two clubs just do it differently, Shika. They recruit their juniors really well. They keep them and they get them training up against, the harder, tougher players early, which means they're able to play on games like today. And yes, there'll probably be some nerves out there, but with the senior players around them, they'll definitely calm them down.
Agree, and a big shout out. Charlotte joins us today, and we're very lucky to have her aboard. But a big shout out to our regular man, the voice, the voice of Lacrosse SA, Tony Watts. He's parked up at the moment, so he'll be there watching, no doubt, and get the comments up and about, people, because I reckon Tony will be flooding through with questions and comments. So get well, Tony. We'll see you very shortly, mate. We'll do the best we can.
So interesting, straight away we've seen Colleen O'Malley step into the centre for Brighton. As you said, Sheiks, with no Cassidy Doster, it's going to be hard to replace that position, but I think Colleen O'Malley and probably Indy Williams will be the two players to step in.
Jess Morrison for the Bays in the centre draw as well. So moments away, first whistle for season 2022. Not high enough, so there we go. A false start for season 2022.
The climax.
Just having a look at both goalkeepers, Charlotte. Both girls making the World Cup team for Australia, so they'll be looking to outdo each other.
Yeah, I said this to Marty before. This could be a game of the goalies, and if they get a couple of saves, Bonnie with a great centre, so Glenelg with possession to start with. Yeah, if they both get a couple of good saves, that boosts their confidence, and it's really hard to then get the ball around them. They thrive off a couple of saves early, these two. Yep,
both completely different goalkeepers in a way, aren't they? One is just a pure shot stopper, Carly Evans.
Oh, she's one of the hardest probably goalies in Australia. Good double there by Brighton, but there's just been a push from Indy Williams. We're going to see that a lot today, I think. Brighton will be doubling that ball early and jumping.
Yeah, that was a huge point of their game last year. Their fitness was overwhelming for most teams, and their pressure on ball was immense. As we see,
they've just gone to double there again, but pulled that one back.
So Darcy Beckett now looks like she's got a little bit of freedom down there, but pulls herself right into another defender.
I think we're going to see. Oh, that's a great backdoor cut and a great finish by Jess Morrison.
So Beth Varga caught napping out wide early.
That's what these teams are really good at, that backdoor cut. As soon as you turn your head, both of these teams will take that opportunity just to slide past you, and all they need is that little bit of stick ahead of yours to catch, to throw the ball, and they hit it every time, so the accuracy is really spot on.
So lovely backdoor cut there. Darcy Becker holding on to the ball. Karen Mortimer looked to get an early touch at X, but was seen off, and Darcy Becker hit a backdoor cut from Jess Morrison, opened the account, 1-0 Glenelg. Young Nikki Hayes now with, looks like Indy Williams.
Great centre by Nikki Hayes there. She would, a good check by Indy, just that experience of leaving this, got a push there.
So ball coming in Indy Williams. for one to beat, but gets down. Hayley Fuss back into the team this year.
Yeah,
Hayley Fuss.
I know that she. And we've had a fumble there by Indy Williams. That ball, that was a big ground ball to win there, and Bonnie had 3 players and just been pushed there.
So the girls look like they're taking their time on the fast start. Yep. Plenty of numbers back for Brighton.
Again, one of Brighton's strong suits is getting back underneath the ball just to protect their goalie, and I think again it's just something that these teams just have that difference from the rest in the competition is that hustle to get behind, and Trish and probably both Stu really say that defence wins games, and you can really tell with how these two play.
Yeah, it was a real factor last year, the fitness advantage that Brighton girls certainly had over the rest of the competition. They, if I think back to that first game, Anzac Day last year, Brighton really spooked Glenelg, and it probably scarred them for the rest of the year. I reckon they'll fail to get back in front. Nice dump inside. Evans has a shot, goes wide. Plenty of backup though from Sarah Haynes.
We are seeing Brighton jump early to the ball as well. They're really trying to force that bad pass to that free player, but then that second slide's coming up as well. So they're on top of it early, Brighton.
Darcy Becker has a little look one-on-one down low, but plenty of help coming. Karen Mortimer gets her first taste of it. Oh, couldn't hit Evans, but good pick up by Nikki Hayes.
And we've got another penalty here on Indy Williams again, so it looks like she's just come in with a late push. Good for Nikki to get a few touches in this game. It'd be a big game for her. She hasn't played league for a while. You might know more on that, Shika.
A couple of butterflies floating around for
and that's
Nikki
great.
Hayes. And
there you go.
So that's what you talk about, some early nerves. Those early touches provide her with the confidence for another nice little cut in the back corner there. And
Karen read that play very well from the top.
So that double came nice and early from Brighton, and Karen able to hit a nice little cut, Nikki Haynes. So
that would, with that centre that Nikki won and that shot, probably boost a little bit of confidence in her game today.
So the defensive outfit, quite a young one for Glenelg. They've got Brodie Borovnik, they've got Ella Drury, and of course young Izzy Brown. So we're probably looking at an average age between the three of them of about 22, I reckon.
22, yeah. But fast, fit, all in the under 23 Australians team, I should say, which is exciting for Glenelg and for SA.
Of course, Mel Williams, Zeph, and
Zeph coming up with a good ground ball.
Taylor Mangan. So Zeph Williams with her first touch. Down low, Mangan will get Borovnik out there, putting plenty of pressure on.
That pressure
good feed and a good slide there, Laura Evans. Bonnie Wells to help out as well.
We can see Glenelg putting that pressure on at the back as well.
Yep. And here Stewie saying, good D and lock her up.
That was some good D from Ella on Mel Williams. Mel's the game maker from back there. She makes the plays and she makes them really, really well. So it's really, really challenging to defend her from behind.
3-second call. And that's a time penalty? No, just a start from behind.
So yeah, it's a safety rule, that one.
Yes. Varga, Williams.
That's a good defence.
Bounce shot. Good pick up, Mel Williams. Fed to
order, but looks like some hard defence there. So Brodie's coming up with that ball.
Got the numbers, Glenelg. They're going to move the ball down, but
and Monica with Monica Klus coming into the team with a great intercept there, and she can run this ball. That's for sure. If she wanted to run it, she'll run it.
There's a lot of early whistle blowing from the referees for pushing.
So we'll see. So Beth Vargas had the ball a fair bit in midi and attack as well. So we'll just see. Oh, they've left Eloise all by herself. Some good defence there. Again, as she's come up with that ball, and again, Carly Evans with a big save. Alston probably just rushed that clear a little bit, but they should come up with the ball still. Young Izzy Brown
No help there. Look at 4 Brighton girls.
4 Brighton players.
And
bit of nerves here. Bit of nerves.
Yeah, some ordinary stick skills. It's been a bit sloppy to start with. Wells has been good.
Sarah Haynes. Sarah can probably run this ball. She's got the speed for it.
So Brighton look to be back though. Eloise Rowe plugging up the fast break.
It's a bit of up and back lacrosse there, Shix. That one.
Yeah, skill levels down. Skill levels down. We'll put it down to ANZAC Day nerves. Jess Morrison likes to look at the back corner. Oh, nice little check.
It's a great check there by Colleen O'Malley. We'll see. Addie's out of the cage, as we said at the start. The differences of our goalies, and that's Addie's game. Likes to run it.
Varga through to Osborne. Could be on debut, maybe. I know she might have played a game or 2 last year, I reckon.
Some good defence there by Glenelg. I think that was Ella Jury there that held her up, which is good.
Close, coming down late. Froud has her and just overplayed the left-hand shoulder.
Monica had to work hard for that one, running back all the way from defence. But, hey, if it's on, it's on. I think if we look at that replay, so coming in, 2 defenders playing quite high, so Mon was able to step around and then just pop that one low past Carly. So
just overplayed there, didn't she? Jess Froud had her well covered on the right-hand side, but went for the
check.
For the terrible body position, and Close able to sneak back inside and shoot a nice little bounce score there, and that's on the on our newly appointed 180finance.com.au scoreboard. 2-1 to Glenelg.
What have we played? We've played about 10 minutes, is it, or 12 minutes we've played in this first quarter.
O'Malley, Morrison, Evans, the ground ball. So a little bit of role reversal from last year with the first possession out of the face-off or the centre draw.
I was just going to say that Cassidy Doster hole, which I don't think it's going to be very, very challenging to fill. It's a long season, so they've got time.
It is a long season, Charlotte, here in April, starting the ANZAC Day. You get down to a dawn service yourself this morning?
No, unfortunately, that's another goal by Laura Evans there. Again, Karen just read that play really, really well at the top and was able to pop it down. If we look at the replay here, Karen's just sort of drawn Mickey up and really taken that space, while Laura Evans was able to backdoor cut again and get that pass off and shot. So that's some really good play there by Glenelg to start with. They're really on top of it in their attack forward line, attacking.
They've had some time to think about it, and I think Stewie Robb and Wendy Walsh have gone back to the drawing board and looked at last season. And they've had plenty of time to structure up something for this year. So looking good early stages for Glenelg. 3-1.
Unfortunately, no, Shika. I had a wedding. You probably hear my voice on Friday, so didn't want to go out. It's not COVID, can confirm, but didn't want to go out to a dawn service.
Yep, very good.
Good ground ball there by Indy Williams. It was the Indy and Zephyr show just then, being able to lock out and box out Bonnie Wells for that possession.
So Beth Varga, Indy down to Zeph, and Bonnie Wells wants revenge. She wasn't happy
with that.
The attention on the ground ball.
Oh, Zeph enjoying this left hand.
Oh. Colleen O'Malley, so back, missed a fair chunk of last season, I think, Charlotte, from recovering from an ACL, maybe?
Yeah, she did. I was fortunate enough to work with Colleen for a fair bit, and we just had a push by Izzy Brown. Unfortunately, she only came back for, I believe, 5 or 6 games last year, but it's really good to see her back out here fit and healthy.
It is, absolutely. She just wanders into the crease there looking for an easy one. Mangan, top centre. Beth Varga, loose on the bottom corner.
And a really great goal there by Indy Williams. What would Tony say on that shot? The shovel?
Yep, the old Dawn special. Dawn service. And that was the Dawn special there. So the 180 Finance replay in conjunction with Traditional Homes. Carly Evans just slow to get on the pipe there. She needed to really lock up that right-hand side.
Great shot there by Indy. You could see when the whistle was being held, the play was being held, Colleen was instructing from the centre where the ball should go. And it happened, that exactly what she said happened. I think that's, again, that experience with these two teams and Brighton knowing how that they can just claw their way back into the game, because it has probably been one-sided for a bit down Glenelg way, so they really need to make the opportunities when they're down in attack and shooting against Carly to make sure they can get it past her.
Umpire Voisey not happy with the setup there. She'll get back in there and reset the centre draw. That
Probably
didn't go
too
high
low.
enough. Yep, do that again.
It's good to see Jess Morris and Indy Williams up against each other. They'll be playing with each other in a couple of months' time, putting on the under-23 Australian uniform. So it's a good matchup watching these two come through, especially playing similar positions.
Where are they heading off to, Charlotte?
I know that they're going with the Australian girls. Good centre there by Hayley for the campaign in July, but I'm not too sure. I'd have to find out where they're going in. I believe it's Vale, that's the camp.
Tournament? There's a tournament.
Or is it the
over
tournament?
there? Yeah,
That's a tournament in July, yeah.
Nice cut there. Looks to
Just
be a
in the
loose
crease.
ball. Okay, so wandered into the crease. Glenelg will get a free clear almost here. And Brighton look to lock down all outlets, but young Izzy Brown will just turn the Jets on, but she's
She
running
just
straight
needs
into her.
some help. Probably a good catch there by Brodie Brovnik. Just some really hard passes, but Glenelg able to recover the ball.
So good pick up, good recovery. Darcy Beckett wanted to go behind. Froud was blocked off. Mortimer to Wells. And that's the
30 seconds.
30-second call there. 3-2. Glenelg probably looking to take last shot for the quarter, but a failed
Great
ball
defence
up the
there
top
by Indy Williams again.
Mortimer looking to
again, some
feed.
good
Can't
defence.
find. Quick one. Oh, that was Bonnie Wells, I should say. To Mortimer. Wells gets it back, drops the pill.
Oh, and that's
Pre-checking maybe.
Not sure if that is inside the fan. It's usually if it's a pre-check, it's just going to be clear the laneway, not clear the fan. But Bonnie Wells, will she take it?
Oh, she'll absolutely be looking for something. Oh, she's rocked the iron, hasn't she?
She gave that a red hot crack.
And there must have been a pre-check on that ground ball, but time running out here. Zeph will have to put the burners on.
They're going to try and probably look for, there we go.
It's a good start to the game. A little bit of nerves early. Stick handling was ordinary at best, but 3-2. Brighton clawing their way back there, Charlotte, with a nice overlap goal on a penalty earlier or late in that first quarter.
I think we'll look at some of the replays of these goals. So this is Glenelg's first goal. Karen just drawing that double and dumping off to Nikki Haynes. I think that was the second goal. But still, Karen's, that's 2 assists for Karen, just using her experience at the top and drawing.
Yep, no, Nikki got the first, and then I think we almost had a very similar one there. That was the Brighton score, wasn't it, to...
the big save by Carly there.
As the wind comes along. But 3-2, goal scorers Laura Evans, Nikki Haynes, and the third for Glenelg was... Who you got there, Charlotte, for the third goal scorer?
I can't remember their third. Was it the first? I thought their first one was...
Nikki on the cut, wasn't it? Or was that the second one?
Wasn't it Laura Evans on the first one?
No.
Then Nikki?
My name is Chris McGurr and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
My name is Chris McGurr and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000.
All right, as we are coming back for the second quarter, Brighton are out there ready to go, but I think this quarter I'm just going to write down our goal scorers, Shikya, just so we can remember these goals. I believe it was Laura Evans and Nikki Haynes, Laura Evans, and
Darcy Beckett Darcy hit Jess Morrison on a backdoor cut.
That's right, Jess Morrison.
That was the opener. So Brighton out nice and early. Message is simple from Trish, I would think. Keep the ball on your stick. Let's not turn it over and let's have some quality offensive time. Maybe the odd gramble out of the centre draw as well, which Glenelg seem to be
just in front of.
Right on top at the moment. Laura Evans and Bonnie Wells. So Laura looks like she's heavily strapped the right knee. She might have taken a bit of bark off in the warm-ups. Not that it'll phase her too much. So second quarter action coming right up. Traditional roofs and gutters. What's the magic word for extra percentage off this weekend, Marty? Have we got information coming out of Raylene and Wayne?
Great pick up there by Taylor Mangan. That was a bigger centre from Brighton. I think Cole's just going to rip this ball now. Good face dodge and just went wide on that shot. But Brighton won't like that they were down in that first quarter, so they're going to come back out, I think. They're going to get this ball around quite quickly and really just try and get something off this early. They've got their probably strongest 6 in attack at the moment, so we can see that they're doing some two-man games on the side, a bit of a 1-4-1 game. Trying to come up with something. Often that could have been again wide, a bit of a block there by Bonnie Wells, but umpires let that one go.
And they've called first on going to Glenelg, so they will get the ball straight back there. Now, what I should say here earlier on there, Charlotte Michelle Davies has given us some information. Under 23 Aussie women's team are playing in the Vale Shootout, which we know about, Colorado, before heading to the World Festival in Baltimore, which runs alongside the World Cup. So there'll be some great viewing and some great games of lacrosse for the young under 23s, which is good.
Yeah, that will be a good tournament. And really exciting that all the SA girls that went out for that team made it. So really promising for our future of the sport and some of these young girls that are playing today to see them and watch them play their lacrosse.
Speaking of the future, Izzy Brown, young under 18.
Just some experience there by Beth Farger, able to hold her up there, and Bonnie coming in to support. So
backdoor
Karen again with the ball,
and
another great shot there. Third assist by Karen and good finish there by Bonnie Wells.
So it's probably something that can be easily adjusted here, but all 4 of Glenelg's scores have come from backdoor cuts, which is the absolute coach killers. Lazy, sloppy defence, one-on-one.
And just seeing ball and player, I think, for Brighton at the moment, their heads just not on the swivel as much as they probably hope, and Trish will definitely be noting that down. But just making sure that they can open up their body position just so they can see ball and player to stop that person from backdoor cutting.
Looks like Ella Drury up into the centre draw as Laura slips back down to catch a breath, back down into D.
But Chelsea, is that Chelsea?
It is. Not Chelsea Randall.
No.
Premiership winning Crows player.
Great centre there by Ella Drury, but some solid defence by Beth Varga, able to hold her up there and turn that ball over.
Mangan and Borovnik help coming if required, but Mangan goes deep there and Zeph Williams collects the ball through X. And she's heavily guarded there by
Izzy Brown.
Left-handed and just missed the cage there. I'm not sure if that was a body save or not from Carly Evans, but good eyes from Bonnie Wells outside to Ella Drury.
Beth will be meeting her here for that defence.
Hunted down by Beth Varga at the halfway line.
She's just got that speed. Not many people have that. Oh, and just an overthrow that Colleen O'Malley read really well.
read really well. Landed in her pocket, Charlotte. I think you've been pretty generous. The poor pass across
the poor
field.
pass, sorry.
Zeph.
Able to knock it down, I should say. She was able to knock that pass down.
Indy and mum, Mel, with a backhander, which failed to trouble Carly Evans. So
Trish not happy with that. Trish was not happy with that that shot there. If we had her in the
traditional replay here. Sister, mother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been a momentum swinger though. That I don't mind little efforts like that, especially on a turnover.
Oh well, if you don't have shots, you don't score goals. So.
Well, that pass is not too far off. Evans. Now that is well read.
That was well read. We'll say that one. Yeah. It's gotten a bit quieter out here.
It has.
No talk from the Brighton defence whatsoever.
Calm before the storm. Let's hope. Evans with young Williams. Haynes looks to build some speed. Ellery's row has her covered. Oh, gee whiz. I was about to be very critical on that shot.
I was too. It was very, very, very slow, but it was an awkward bouncer.
Looked like a real soda from distance, but yet to hit her straps here on the 180 Finance replays. We just have a look at a little bit of space to her left-hand side. A little bit of a shake and bake up the top there. Defence freed the hand, so fair enough. Good shot, well positioned, well placed.
And off stick side, so
yep.
It must be a very interesting bouncy ground out there for it to bounce that high.
Nice hard field coming off summer, Charlotte.
Yes, looking forward to playing out here again. Glenelg is always a nice field to play on. We're very lucky that our sport's evolving well, especially with the girls' game on a Friday night. And we've got a few fields to play on, which is nice.
And we'll get into that a little bit later on. The teams out there who will be vying for who's going to be the next challenger, I guess. These two teams have got have had the top two spots sealed up for some time.
Yeah, last couple of years they've definitely been the two teams that you are aiming both skill level, experience, and it's always challenging when you've got depth coming through.
The Blue Warriors challenging a couple of years ago.
Good check there by Laura Evans.
And Burnside, I guess this year will be mounting a case as well.
Yeah, and then unfortunately we've lost, great pick up there by Sarah Haynes. Unfortunately we have lost Wildy. Wilderness, it's really disappointing when we lose a team from the competition.
It is.
But a player who we are sad who is not here today is Lucinda Silvestri. So she is the captain of the Australian under-23 team. Unfortunately, fighting off COVID, and would have made her debut for Glenelg today. But yeah, she was able to pick up a spot here in Glenelg, which is good for her. It's sad for our sport to lose a team, but really exciting for her personally, and she'll hopefully see out her career here.
Hopefully, you say.
Well, I mean, there's going to be other clubs vying her off down the track, I'm sure.
That might be coming off of a Glenelg stick, and that's rightly so. That'll give Glenelg time to get back, flood back, as Jess Morrison suggests.
She's just left that ball out there. Smart, very smart of Jess not to go and chase it. And then some exciting news. Shika with...
Oh, look at this here. Great pick-off there.
Great pick-off.
Morrison, goalkeeper, stranded.
Addie's getting some D in.
Needs to hit someone in the crease. Doesn't throw the ball. The goalkeeper marching her way back.
Some great defence there by Addie Cunningham, just using the bigger pocket to cover Jess Morrison's face so she couldn't see where to pass that ball.
So Glenelg will have another chance here after a nice turnover there from Jess Morrison. Able to take the ball away from Monica Kloos in a one-on-one clearing situation. Karen Mortimer going one-on-one from high, likes the match-up, and a few cuts go streaming through. Darcy Beckett making a bit of space.
Again, she's drawing that double, Karen, and if you look closely, Shika, I don't know if we've got the replay, Karen's come in for a double, and there's 2 or 3 Glenelg girls just on the crease that are all cutting one after the other, and that's what they're looking for, is one of those cuts for a quick shot.
Yep, very good. She's looking to hit the back corner she has, and that's a very ordinary shot, isn't it?
Yeah. Jess could have taken a bit more time there to step around and have that shot. Tell you what, though, it'd be nice if there was a veranda over our head at the moment, wouldn't there, with this sun shining down.
Bit of sun coming, but the wind as well.
The wind as well, with traditional group. If we could get one of those coming down here, it'd be fantastic.
All you'd need to do is ring and ask Charlotte. I reckon they would be
down here in a flash.
Coming to you in a heartbeat, looking after the lacrosse community.
One-hander there by Zeph, and great finish by Beth Varga. Brighton definitely needed that quick, fast man. I think Addie held that clear for a little bit, waiting to see what Glenelg would do, and was able to clear that ball to Zeph. If we look at the replay, with a one-handed grab, using that momentum. Glenelg definitely out of position, and Beth able to put that powerful shot past Carly. So, and we'll see a timeout by Stewie Robb. So Glenelg are calling a timeout. They're probably not wanting to see more of that with the 2-goal buffer. But Shika, I was going to chat to you when we're talking about the teams, with the inclusion of a team to the State League Women.
Yep.
The North Eagles.
The Bush Chooks.
Yeah.
Is that what they are?
I'm sorry, the what?
Oh, I thought... I've just been handed some information from the producer that they're going to be called the Bush Chooks. But that's not right. North Eagles. Oh. North Eagles, yeah, they're back in. It's really good, Charlotte, of course.
I am. It's really exciting to see what they've done over the last couple of years down there, and come together to create a young group of girls. And watching them through Div 1 the last couple of years, I think they've been in finals the last few years, and then the grand final last year in Div 1. So really exciting for our competition. Disappointing, like I said, that we've lost Wilderness, and also just on the Blue Warriors front, we are now just Woodville Warriors. So those Sturt girls have come over to us. So Sturt's also no longer in the State League competition, which is, it's really disappointing and disheartening, but hopefully we can build up these clubs again. And with what North Eagles are doing in collaborating, it does give hope for the two clubs, and that there's like a definitely something for those younger girls coming through to look forward to and aspire to play for a league team. But
yeah, they've had some good results in the last couple of years. D2, D1, I think they've done really, really well.
Yep.
Being able to get Hannah Mathwin down from Brighton Road, which is really good as well. So that'll provide a few, a few new angles, right, on drills, coaching, ideas. What she's seen over her journey at Brighton is really good. So,
and our sport needs that. We had Lee Haskett come over from Glenelg, and you need to have people that are willing to step out of their comfort zone and probably cop a little bit of criticism. But it's really exciting for our sport to make sure that it's still going, and it's not just, as you said, these two teams that we're looking at now, up there, 1 and 2.
So the restart, O'Malley using her height over Ella Jury, brings a nice calm ball down into offense. Looks to drive on her though to draw. There's a 3-second call.
Another 3 seconds
on the transition. So you can still be done for 3 seconds, even though you're 20 metres from goals back towards it. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is a safety rule.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So it's that
when there's zero chance of a shot going on.
Yeah, and again another backdoor cut there, or just roll off a pick. Actually, I believe Colleen did. 2-man game. Brighton are really good at their 2-man game. So if we look at the replay.
On the traditional group replay, I might be able to just see that. It wasn't it? So Laura Evans left. There was no help. So Jury got the pick and just statued it. Thought she'd get a good viewpoint. She did. O'Malley took it. Went high right too. Evans will be disappointed not getting a stick on that, going high right.
Yeah, she wouldn't be happy with that. Colleen involved in that entire play, I think, getting that centre draw, taking it down, drawing the penalty, passing off, getting a pick off her, and able to finish that shot.
So they're the moments that you wish you could have back as a coach. Calling a timeout, going through some instructional messages to the team, and then not the other team not giving you a sniff of the ball when scoring. Pre-check.
So we've got a block. No, so Indy Williams was blocking Laura Evans' pathway to the ground ball.
Right.
Yep. So that's a new one for your for your rule book.
It's like it's like we're watching AFL at times, isn't it?
Yeah. And that just came off Mel Williams' stick, I believe. So Glenelg is still going to have possession on this ball. We can see that they're looking at doubling straight away. So we've got Colleen and Mel Williams stepping up. So Glenelg will have to reshift this ball and find where that free player is.
Haynes on a right hand, getting plenty of pressure there, Zeph Williams, but very good running from Sarah Haynes.
Glenelg will be wanting to get one back here, I think. Just wanting to slow down that little bit of momentum that Brighton have just had.
They will. They will look to have a lengthy offence. But Wells says, ball in my stick. I've got green light from Coach Rob. Froud there, well defended, I thought.
Bit of a push. And if you're just joining us today, we're grateful to bring on a brand new sponsor, 1-800 Finance. So hit them up. I'm sure there's some details on our Lacrosse SA TV post. Chris spoke at the start of the game about how he can help, and he's out here today. If you're down here, get around him and they can do a check for you, a free financial check as well. So exciting for us in Lacrosse SA.
You can also win a stick today.
Oh, and you can also win the stick. That's right.
We just need to good pick up there, Chelsea. Just probably didn't need to shoot with 3 on her. Turnover.
Karen's wanting this ball back.
Nikki Varga finds big sister Beth.
Beth will run this. She's got the speed, but Brody's able to keep up a little bit, going for that check. But we'll see if Laura Evans just using that experience to stop that pass. She knew that Beth wanted to pass it into a teammate running in. So interesting shift of momentum in this game in the second quarter.
So Charlotte, just run me through the winning of a stick today. Do we know what we have to do? I think we simply have to get up to see Chris McGurr, which is a local lacrosse player, of course, so one of our own, starting his new business, 1-800 Finance. You just need to see him and inquire about refinancing or first home loan, or
so he's doing some free health checks on your finances for your home loan, which I believe if you head up and see him.
Yeah, is that bulk build? Do you know, or?
Marty might know a little bit more on that.
Free of charge, Marty.
Oh, we have a 1-on-1 here with Zephyr Williams and Carly able to make the big save there.
Yep.
And Zeph stepping in the crease. So big moment there for Carly Evans. That will boost her confidence for sure.
It was a good save.
Yeah, so Shix, there's 2 ways you can win. The first is coming down here. If you're down here, come and see Chris.
Yes.
Just inquire, getting the details.
He's set up just near the door.
There. The other way is if you're watching from home, is you guys can actually book in via the website 1800finance.com.au and click on the make an inquiry link, and you'll get the win. You'll go in the draw, which will be drawn at 3/4 time of the men's game.
Very good. It's not just any old shabby stick either. Brand new Nike CEO 2, I believe.
It's very flash.
Yep,
very
lovely.
flash stick.
So it's a good start, and what a good idea, right? I mean, if Chris can get in there and have a look at your home loan or finances in any way and save you only $10. I mean, why wouldn't you do it? $10 in my pocket's better than yours, Charlotte.
Oh, 100%. And you know,
250 to the club, of course.
We've got about surely 10-15 seconds left, and a lot's happened, but
it's a bit of a high ball.
Very high ball.
Tries to make something out of nothing.
Addie will just hold this, I reckon.
So the clock is on, and she's just waving herself there, getting a little bit of traditional group 180 Finance TV time. But the whistle's gone, it's beaten her to it, and that's half time for round 1. Women's LSA State League Grand Final replay, Anzac Day Special, Anzac Day Classic, I guess we're calling them now, 5-4 Glenelg. And now it might go into some
My
replays.
name is Chris McGurr, and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship. And if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today. My name is Chris McGurr and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship. And if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today. My name is Chris McGurr and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship. And if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
You hear us, did you?
Yeah, it's 180, not 1800.
Oh, sorry, 180. Well, that's how much you're going to be saving, is it? You're going to save everyone about, 1-800?
The other thing is, if people come to me, it costs nothing.
If they're lacrosse.
I can actually hear us talking live now.
Mute the microphones, man. There we go. Oh, okay, we're on. Righto.
We're on.
Thank you very much.
So we're just talking to our sponsor about all things finances. 180 Finance. Sorry, everyone. I'm used to 1-800 Dominoes or 1-800 Reverse. So 180 Finance is Chris's company, and he's just said to us, inside scoop, if you head to him and say you play lacrosse, he'll definitely look after you. So anyone out there that wants that health check on their finances, mention you play lacrosse. I think if you played for Woodville, it was a bit of bonus points, but definitely go and hit him up.
Free. It's free, isn't it, Charlotte?
Yes, it's free. The health check's free.
Free home loan health check. Yep, enter your details and you're in the draw. Easy as that.
A Nike CEO to Lax Head. Now that sounds flashy. Very flashy.
It does. CEO.
Do we know if it's I would assumption here.
Yep.
It's a men's head. Yeah.
Possibly, I would think, with just being that
with his
Chris
2 sons, yeah.
and 2 sons. So, yes, but I guess there's no real reason why you couldn't use it as a woman's stick, Charlotte.
No, especially with box lacrosse around the corner for us ladies. It was fun to have that season at the start of the year. Going out and hitting a couple of under-18 boys was good fun.
Yep.
Can't do it in our game, so, you know, I mean, today we can't fault the umpiring today. It's been very consistent and even, and it's been probably a bit of a rougher game, so.
Yep, it has been. It's very good. Has been good. 5-4 to 5-4 to the Bays as the third quarter looks to start up again. Tammy Varga out there taking charge.
As she always does.
Yeah, making sure both goalies. And it looks like Addie Cunningham just taking her time there, getting into the cage. Action aplenty. 5-4, Glenelg.
We see a big crowd starting to appear in the background here. Good to see everyone's out and about. Haven't had this for a few years.
We haven't. Yes, great pick up there from Zeph Williams. So Brighton will get for Indy, is it?
Yeah, that one's Indy. Yep.
Pardon. 6 and 8. They both look the same when you get to my age.
They do. Don't worry, you get them confused on as well.
So there's it. Yeah. Well, Zeph really hangs it as a lefty. I love the way she carries the ball. And
yeah, she's got great skills, and she's definitely as well grown as a player in this 23 campaign.
Varga looked to be going against Wells.
So Bonnie's just gotten caught under her arm, so I believe they call that as just into the body. It's not a push as such, but this is going to be our first free shot for the day. Clearing the fan.
Doesn't look to be a shot coming with the stick starting low. Shot coming.
Oh, just a little bit high. That's the new technique, Shika, is
start
low and then you take your 2 steps, and as those 2 steps are taken, you build that momentum and bring your stick up. So it's how the women's game is evolving.
Evolving. Right, I think it's revolving. When you keep going around the same. I'm not sure that's what we're watching in the NCAA, Charlotte, but
no.
That's the same bounce shot there, Taylor Mangan.
That is that must be the extra bounce trampoline spot that Glenelg have put in.
Could be a little X marked out there. So traditional group replay here. She's got plenty of space. Charged out by Ella Jury, giving her plenty of time and space to go right. Hands were free, slides were late, bounce shot was nice.
Exactly the same spot.
It was. So great finish there, 5 apiece.
So Glenelg were up by 3, and they've had the ball in their attack a little bit. So just be interesting to see what they're doing differently. Addie's had a few saves in the last couple of minutes of that last quarter. Brighton are definitely winning this ball from centre now. So we've seen the shift in momentum of Brighton coming up with it.
I think they've just taken the turnovers out of the game.
Yeah.
They're able to have a bit more time in attack and certainly getting the ball in the right sticks. But that's a good pick up there. Plenty of
great pick up by
along. Wells is scooping through. So there's a good ground ball, good hard contested ball to get. Wells will go wide to Mortimer, down to Beckett.
Bonnie's been involved in a fair bit of that midfield play, so she's making a bit of an impact. I think she's come up with the ball a fair few times for Glenelg from that midfield.
Another one who missed fair chunks of season 2021.
Great face dodge there by Jess Morrison, drawing that double.
It was.
Oh, just a missed pass. But Glenelg should come up with the ball again. Laura Evans.
Just stat building out there. Two goes at the ground ball. Beckett to Haynes. Sarah Variety, the elder of the two.
Closely covered there by Mon. They're going for that check as well. So that would definitely be into the body there by, I believe that is number
17.
Boise. So she's just come into Sarah Haynes a bit too high. So we've got another free shot here by Glenelg. Haven't seen them all game, 2 within a minute.
Yep. And there we go. And Charlotte, there's the evolution. Stick starting high and a free shot, and she scored. More time to think about where you're going to put it, more power.
Yep. If we look at that replay, she's only taken a couple of steps in as well.
Looked like she was facing a really ordinary angle there, but good enough. Nice little spot.
She's picked that really well, Sarah. That's her second for the day, so she's obviously been able to put 2 past Addie.
Yep. So good reply from Glenelg. They quickly get that lead back 6-5 on the 1-8 or 180finance.com.au.
Sorry, I've messed up your vocab with the 1-800.
You have. I think the phone number we're looking for, 0480 311 301. Might be a bit tough for you to see on the screen. It certainly is for me.
Again, Bonnie just coming up.
Yep. Jury.
With Ella as well.
Yeah, and
coming up with that ball again. So
good release.
Seeing Sarah being covered by Jade Mangan. So that's exciting to see young Jade on. And sorry, I just got some...
chasing hard down there. So running to space, Haynes, very good. But that was good, Jade Mangan. Good defence there. And Monica Cluse just switches on. A little flick pass to Beckett. She drives high with, looks to be Michaela Varga. Back down to Haynes, the goal scorer.
So we've got Jade Mangan being guarded by... Sorry, Karen Morton was guarded by Jade. But Monica and Jade are covering that back really, really well. So...
Nice high ball to Ella Jury, and she'll charge straight lines. Down she goes, shot.
Straight into
right in the breadbasket.
Addie.
Yep, so that was a terrible shot. And Colleen now gets the ball, has time to settle, but well chased here. Bonnie Wells making tracks on the far side.
As well as a...
And Ella Jury just shuts down the fast break, but not
a bad play by Glenelg then. Just the shot probably could have had a little bit more time on it, but a good run there by Cole to slow it down and get the ball back into. And another 3-second call for Glenelg on Bonnie.
That's the safety there because really under threat from a shot.
I understand. It's a bit of a interesting
but it's black and white. It's fair enough.
It's black and white.
Otherwise,
you know, 3 seconds. You can't just camp out there because, you know, we've had a few eye sockets.
We have over the time. Eloise Rowe, good collect. Again, that shot.
So young Kate Osborne with the backup there.
She'll bring it back in with, looks like Chelsea Gilbert to play D on her down there. So really fish out of water, Chelsea Gilbert down there playing D. Evans, timely check on that pass
Good
too.
check on that, and just some really solid D there by Glenelg.
Carly Evans will mop up, and she comes out. Nice easy pass to Jury. Needs to go heads up here. She takes 1 and 2 on. The pass was on.
She'll need some help.
She needs to go backwards, or early ball would be good.
Oh, and they've played on, but hopefully Glenelg can keep that ball in, and they have, but to the wrong person.
Yeah, it's a terrible play on, isn't it?
And
that's the way to get the blood pressure through the absolute roof of the coaching staff. I mean, if there's a free girl on Charlotte, you pass the ball.
Yep.
Take on 2, turn it over almost, get a lucky foul, and then play on quickly, throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, it's the fastest ball on 2 feet, and that means the ball has to move, not our feet.
So here's
Jade Mangan going down, and she's going to have a free shot here.
She does.
It's gutsy from the young Jade. I like to see it as she's in the under-18 team, and she's definitely a pleasure to coach.
Playing her down back, Charlotte, or is she up front?
She's defender.
Yep.
So this is definitely probably out of her comfort zone.
Oh, yep. So she just...
and Kate as well. Good to see young Kate.
And Laura Evans identifying and really putting the high heat on. Froud now will come out to...
Great to see those young 2 girls getting into the game as well.
Eloise Rowe, good handle, goes low. Mangan, 2 Mangans, 2 Williamses, 3 Williamses.
Yeah.
So good handle there.
2 Vargas.
2 Vargas, yep.
It's definitely a family affair.
Osborne to Rowe. Little back stepping there.
And a great check.
Oh, gee whiz.
That is a tough call.
No reward.
I think Laura wouldn't be happy with that. It's probably the angle potentially that Nikki saw, being on her side maybe. But
yep.
And a good finish by Zeph.
Little floater on the top shelf. It looked like plenty of sticks in there, but yeah.
In the girls' game, unfortunately, you can't chase the sticks when you're that close.
On the traditional group replay, that restart happened. Eloise Rowe made a little ducky cut underneath, and there's no help defence. And Izzy Brown probably did enough, you'd think, but looked like the stick might have been checked, or the shot might have been deflected, because that seemed to float in through
over her head.
Through Carly Evans.
But that was probably would we call that a traditional group goal? Floating over, being checked, floating over the head of Carly Evans. But no, if you are looking for a new veranda or a nice outdoor space, head on over. Traditional groups, I believe, again, their information is on our website or on our Facebook page as well. So hit those guys up there. Just struggling to see the number on our screen. But again, I know that they're one of Tony's favourites.
They are. They are indeed. Beats 2 there, so good by Indy. Inside Beth Varga. Plenty of help coming, but she scooped it herself. Evans to beat, recognises and just pulls out. But Fuss coming through with some pace. And Brighton take the lead for the first time today.
That's great.
7-6. So you're right, Charlotte, that gaining some ascendancy off the centre draw. Indy Williams, great pick up there. 2 Glenelg girls didn't really seem to be overly interested. Kick back inside. Beth Varga found space. Hayley Fuss steaming through.
Something against Brighton is when you're playing them, you have to be hungry for the ball. No matter where that ball is, you have to be. If it's on the deck, you've got to be hungry for it, because players like Indy Williams, Beth Varga, Hayley Fuss, that shot, she caught it 1-2, couple of steps, and a really powerful shot. And they just make it. They play hard lacrosse. And if you're not willing to step up to it, they're going to come back in a game like this and, change the game and play their own game, and you're going to have to match what they bring to the table.
So Indy going again here, and she's looking to take control. Ooh, just lost the hands.
Fumble, but again, so getting that centre possession, and Jess Morrison not in a good body position, and Carly, great save. She read that really well.
So that was a one-pass offence. I mean, Brighton just get the ascendancy there, go 7-6, and win another face-off to really put some pressure on the Glenelg defence.
Would you slow it down in that situation, or it's hard when you're on the field in one of those situations? It's
yeah, you got to slow that down. You've just taken the lead. Glenelg are already under threat. You get another good set of offence in and go 2 up, then panic stations start to come in. Scoreboard pressure, Charlotte.
Yes, that scoreboard pressure. I know.
Nice cut here, Borovnik. Oh, barrels.
The biggest lead has been 3 goals today, so if this stays as is, it's going to be definitely an interesting. What have we got left? Quarter and a half to go, but I believe the score is 7-6 Brighton's way. We've just
7-6.
We'll just update that on our scoreboard.
Mortimer looks like young.
Oh, and Addie has read that so well.
So outlets need to be taken up here. Varga, great ground ball pick up, sees space and loves to run into it.
She does. She's a great player to watch, Beth Varga. Really exciting to watch her over. And Colleen should be finishing that goal there.
Look at the difference there between the 2 goalkeepers.
Yeah.
One goalkeeper able to come out and make a play. The other one not able to.
Probably a bit late there. And again, nothing wrong with the style that they play. It's just the difference that ever since Addie's come over, we've got the replay here. So Addie intercept, ground ball to Beth. Beth's able to run down. Goalie's come out as she's passed to Cole. And Cole really was composed on that shot and able to just shoot it and not be ridiculous. So
Stewie Robb will now call timeout for the Bays. But you see Glenelg's midfield there, that they had it enough coming back into defence. They thought the job was done picking up the high attackers.
Just not the low.
My job's done here. I've got one girl, unfortunately. The girl that was needing to be picked up, no one went to. Colleen, like we mentioned it earlier, just read the play so very well. Instructing almost where that ball should go. Went down to the far corner. Beth Varga was able to advance it down to the corner, leaving Colleen open in the crease, and Carly Evans made it very difficult for herself to save that one.
And that's a challenging one as a goalie. Do you come out like Carly did, or do you stay and try and force a bad shot or give a side? So
yeah, I mean, if you come out, you've got to make the play, right? You can't come out and not make a play.
And great by Addie to read that at the other end and cause that. So she's getting now involved in the game. But yeah, with the girls playing today, it's going to be very, very interesting to watch them. So for Brighton, I believe we've got Beth Varga and Addie Cunningham from Brighton playing over in the Australian team, which is super exciting.
That's the World Cup team.
World Cup team, sorry. The World Cup Australian team. And we also have, I believe, all those under 23 girls. So Indy Williams, Zephyr Williams, Taylor Mangan from Brighton as well. And then we look at Glenelg, Carly Evans and Laura Evans for that World Cup team. And then their younger girls for the 23s is Ella Jury, Brodie Brovnik, Darcy Beckett, Jess Morrison, and Izzy Brown. So they've got a large contingent from Glenelg. It's going to be a fair few players missing in that 5 weeks of lacrosse.
Yep.
It's a whole team.
Yeah, it'd be nice if your club had a bye during that time.
Yeah, we don't. No, I believe that there is a couple of weeks off during that break, and then teams are going to be rearranging, and we might go back to the old school Wednesday night game to fill in a couple of those games whenever umpires are available.
One of these clubs lucky enough to have a bye either side of that 2 week break, so that's minimal effect to that one club. 8-6 Brighton. Big centre draw here. Evans will sneak out the back and collect a nice easy ground ball, so she'll look to go to space here. But as we can see, the Brighton girls are hunting down here. They are
hunting down. They don't want to let that ball cross that line. So good chase there by Hayley Fuss. Again, great protection of the ball by Laura Evans.
Evans good enough to get it through to Wexton. Good presenting from Jess Froud up to Jess Morrison. Darcy Pickett looks for a little pick and roll, not on. Morrison wants to take Cluse on, but the crash is on. No open pass. Evans on the back corner looks to take, looks to be a Williams on.
So a little push there by Indy. That's probably the smallest one of the day, but they saw a push. Again, it's angles. So clearing the laneway of this. No, it's clearing the fan.
Clearing the fan, so Laura Evans will have a look. Tucks and loses the
good
ball.
Defense there, and she again, Addie's just coming out of that cage, being almost that extra defender down there when they're hunting in the packs, and there's really no harm in her doing that. The ball's not near the goal, so she can almost be that extra body down there.
Yeah,
and she loves to come out.
She does. She does, and provides exceptional support on ground balls and clearing. So as we hear the bell there for the 30-second warning, big long pass. No, looks like Indy will collect at the halfway line, and Glenelg got plenty of numbers back. Wells and Mortimer there to play.
Good check there by and straight into the stick of Zephyr, but we've got a free shot, probably about 15 seconds to go with a free shot by Zephyr Williams.
And it might be, what is it? So, Zeph Williams gets inside that help defender, and again sticks side high. So Brighton really charging here in what is commonly called the Premiership quarter.
Third quarter it is. It definitely is. And there was a 180 finance goal, that one right there.
So nice shot there. Able to get inside Jess Morrison, the help defender, and pokes that stick side high again.
And this will be an interesting 10 seconds because Brighton will definitely try and get something off this. We'll probably, so we might see one of the girls drop back, but maybe not. With a 4-1 quarter, Brighton getting 4 goals and Glenelg getting 1. So
5-5 at the half, was it? 5-5?
Yes, it was 5-5, yep. So we can see Taylor Mangan just dropping back there. It's putting that pouncing pressure on Glenelg, that's for sure.
Big high
so we'll
ball.
see good check there. Another good check. So Indy's going to throw that ball down there. And wasn't able to pull it off, but that was a massive quarter there by Brighton, coming up with 4 goals to Glenelg's 1.
Yeah.
If you even just look at the players now, there's a bit of bounce in the Brighton step, and Glenelg are just pondering back, probably have to reassess in this quarter break.
They are.
Yeah, it's going to lead to a very interesting last quarter, Shika.
9-6, Brighton look to have all the momentum going into the last quarter. We might go into a few adverts from our sponsors, and we'll be back very shortly.
My name is Chris McGurr, and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today. My name is Chris McGurr, and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship, and if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today. My name is Chris.
Women's game on this fantastic ANZAC Day grand final rematch. It's a beautiful day down here, Shika. The weather is a tiny bit windy, but you'd say it's definitely a good season opener for us here at Glenelg Lacrosse Club.
Yes, absolutely, Charlotte. Hey, here's a thought during that last ad break, Charlotte. If you need some funds to renovate with a traditional veranda, why not go down to 180 Finance, and that's 180finance.com.au, get a free home loan health check so Chris can save you money and get some cash out for your veranda. It's not a bad idea.
Brilliant.
You could use both major sponsors in the one hit.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. But, yeah, back to the game. Also what was brilliant, Brighton third quarter really flexed there, so Trish having enough time there at half-time to assess and change a few things up. Looked like they really got on top in the midfield there through the centre draws. Had a bit more ball in offence and were able to capitalise. So
and a really good team game. I think Brighton involve every single player that's on their team. I'm not saying Glenelg doesn't. Brighton just they trust their teammates. They trust their teammates going to be there, and it does make a difference. Where Glenelg probably that quarter. Bit of stick skills, bit of unsure of what was going on in attack as well, and just trying to watch someone make a play. So definitely they need to dig deep, Glenelg. They need to come out hard and play a full hard 15 minutes of lacrosse like they did in the first quarter to come back into this game.
They do.
It will be tough for them, especially with the way the game's been going, but a momentum shift. If they can get four goals this quarter and Brighton only get one, we're going to see a draw at the end of the game. So if we can get Glenelg up and about, yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting last quarter.
And here we go. We're underway again in the fourth quarter. No time like the present. Winner Nike CEO 2, Laxhead, strung, ready to go. Go to 180finance.com.au, click on free home loan health check, enter your details and you're in the draw. Or of course, if you're down at the ground, visit Chris at the entrance to the Glenelg Cross Club. The battle's back on, Charlotte. Looks like Brighton again. So
Indy, great.
She's had a great second half so far. Indy, Bonnie Wells chasing, clawing, pushing back inside. So Taylor Mangan will collect through X. And Colleen O'Malley, who...
and again, just slowing it down a little bit, you know, it all adds up. Being able to slow this game down, eat up, 10, 15 seconds, chunks of time when Brighton have the ball, but still attacking. It's hard for Glenelg to then try and get that ball back without causing a penalty.
Jury on Mel Williams. Mangan likes her match-up with Borovnik. Pushes hard on the bottom right. Popping out is Beth Varga. Picks coming across, shot on cage.
Shot wide again.
Shot just off cage, I should say. And today's game on the camera, we got to say thank you to Christian Leray. He's doing a fantastic job as per usual. High standards this man sets.
He does. Very, very high. As we see a double there, but it was a great double by Glenelg, but unfortunately no one came to the aid to help and cover Taylor Mangan at the back, who was able just to run around and have a one-on-one with Carly and put it past her. So that brings out the score to 10-6 if we see the replay, the jump there. And Mel just knew Taylor was waiting, and that slide came a bit too late, and it's really hard for a goalie to save those because you're having to change your whole body position in a second to try and stop someone from coming around. But that's tough for Glenelg. That's going to hurt them, that one. Not able to get the first one of the fourth quarter, but great play there by Brighton.
Yeah, good play, Mel Williams. Not her first rodeo, Charlotte. Double coming, just absorb a bit of pressure, hit the open girl. It's a pretty simple game we play.
Very simple. Ball goes in back of net, make it happen. That's pretty much the game we play.
Nice high ball here again, Williams.
Indy Williams again, just the second half she's dominated. I feel like Bonnie was the game changer in the first half for Glenelg, and now Indy stepped up to the plate for Brighton in the second.
Mangan wheeling around. Varga wants to go at Wells. Stripped away, but
able to get that ball back, which is really good that she was able to get her own scraps. Again, stats.
Yep, they're just building. Jury plays herself out of position again. Dump inside, and that's how easy it is. You create offense as a defender.
Yeah.
Your help sliding defenders really don't know where to go or what to do. So we have a look at that, pushing hard on the right-hand side, but really overplayed stick. Williams able to get inside and then immediately went for the check for the left hand where needed to close the gate, push down the angles instead. Wanted to glory hunt Charlotte, and that's what happens, right? It comes back to bite you. It stings you when you are not...
It does, especially in that situation. You think you're going to get that check off, and 9 times out of 10 you won't be able to. So it's better as a defender to push the angle out. You'd rather a bad angle shot for a goalie than a shot right in front. But, geez, it's tough for an Anzac Day medal today, Shikya.
Yeah, well, what has been good is the spread of good play, Charlotte. It's been good. Colleen, good early. Beth, good
Beth's
as
been
well
consistent.
in patches. Even Hayley Fussy.
Hayley Fuss has been good, and Indy Williams. So, I think my bet would be, depending on how this game goes right now, you'd be looking at either a Beth Varga, a Colleen O'Malley, or Indy Williams. Just really dominating in this sort of second half of the game to get Brighton back in it. Hey, momentum swing. Who knows what might happen? If it did happen for Glenelg, Bonnie Wells was quite good
Tony
up front.
Watts. It's very Tony Watts of you, Charlotte, to list half the team for best on ground, and then he'll say, "Yeah, I thought so. Told you so."
Yeah, I told you so. Oh,
nice little play inside.
Nice little look there.
Tony, just give us your shout out for the Anzac medalist today. The Anzac medalist, of course, known with the women's as the Elaine Balfour Ogilvie Medal, and that'll be presented by Eve Balfour Ogilvie later on after the game. But I agree with you. I think the game changed and swung as soon as Indy really started to assert her dominance in the centre draw.
I would say Indy. Right now, Indy would be my pick.
Beth Varga again. That's unlucky
Colleen,
there for Colleen. Good save, Carly Evans. But Beth Varga's been great today too.
And that's the thing, Beth's been really good. But I think just this the third quarter when Indy was in midfield, it was just that shift of
game breaker.
And possession. She got the ball up for her team and ran it down. So right now, Indy Williams would be my pick.
Carly Evans, Mangan able to pick that one off.
And Jade able to pick that ball off, and a penalty as well. So that's a really, really good good piece of play for the young Jade. She would be enjoying that moment for sure.
Yeah, great pressure on Chelsea Gilbert. Spilt it, got the ground ball herself, Jade, and doubles back into D and allows Colleen to come back in to the offensive action.
And I think that's the trust we're talking about in your team, trusting your young teammates that they're going to do the right thing.
Varga going again at Bonnie Wells. So a mountain of work from Bonnie in defence, which only takes away a little from her offensive game, and that's just how easy it is when you're chasing tail. Unfortunately, Eloise Rowe just gets off the chain on the back corner, and I love when she's got time and space. She's great to watch, and
Eloise she's got a way that she carries the ball. It's so smooth.
Group highlight. So Varga again, 1, 2.
Bit of rough play there by
Colleen.
Beth and Varga.
And then just finds Eloise Rowe with time and space, and just a nice little dink in the bottom corner.
I think Beth copped one by Bonnie there. She's taken herself off and just sitting on the bench because bit of a push into each other, I think that bit of play was, and but was able to still come up with the ball and the shot. So that's the hustle and bustle I like to see on the field. And you got two girls going at it.
Yep.
So it brings out, what's the scoreline? We've got 11-6, so 5. Oh, is it 12?
That might have been the 12th.
That might have been the 12th, I reckon. Yeah, 12-6, which again, really, really, really hard for Glenelg to get themselves back into this game.
Is that microphone on? Is that microphone there on?
Good check, Indy again coming up with that ball and able to cop that pressure and cop a push in the back there by Sarah Haynes. So again, Indy just controlling that centre, off to her sister down to Zeph, and Brighton don't really need to attack, but they probably will. They want to make sure that they can cement this win.
Oh yeah, strike while the iron's hot, and look at that for a backdoor there from Taylor Mangan. Nice collect on the way through. Eloise Rowe now as the cuts dry up, so a little bit of play time now for Brighton with this game. Well and truly out of the hands of the Glenelg girls.
Just be good for Glenelg to try and stop this momentum that Brighton have got, just making sure they can step in, and Brody's all over.
A couple of
probably
umpires.
A bit of a hit to the head there, I think. Hayley Fuss not happy, and we've got a push now. So Hayley Fuss is definitely, I think, caught one in the back of the head. But as we can see, Indy Williams just taking that ball and
great ball. Oh, good save too.
Big save by Carly. Great
ball from Zeph to find Hayley on the back of that nice, lovely cut that she made.
That's a big push there.
Is, again, poor body positioning, gets herself in trouble, Ella Jury, and this is where Brighton are so very good at just being able to find the extra.
Yeah.
Drawing a defender and finding the extra.
Sorry, everyone at home, we're just having a bit more of a wind pick up down here, if you can hear it in the background.
Good shot, nice stick side high. Zeph Williams.
Zeph's done a mountain of work too down in that attack line, and had, I think that's her second or third for the day as well.
Yep, for sure.
Done a mammoth amount of work down there. If we look at the replay.
The traditional group replay, look at that, beat 2 in there. Just a pure case of you can't beat what you can't catch, Charlotte.
No, I've never heard that before, but no, you can't.
Yep, running or catching or...
So if we look at the time, probably roughly about 5 minutes left in this game. What do you do? If you're Glenelg, what do you do?
Oh, I think I don't think they've scored too much after half time, maybe just the one. So they just need ball and attack, right? They need ball in stick and moving it around.
Well, there you go. They get the ball at the centre half for a break.
Yeah, and what's very easy to do here, especially with a young offensive group, is panic a little, thinking that they need to score in 10 seconds and have a nice, easy turnover. So,
they got the back up there, which is good for that overthrow.
Yep. So Chelsea Gilbert down the bottom corner with Michaela Vargas. Plenty of help coming on her wrong side. Flips there to Karen Mortimer.
So Karen just probably taking a bit of experience now just to...
That's right.
Try and make sure they can, maybe even just a couple of goals in this last couple of minutes of the game to reduce the score difference or, score percentage.
Yep, so Wells will look to set up here.
Good defence there by Indy to keep her out.
It was. Frey out on the back corner and...
A bounce shot there. That spot again, it's very bouncy down there.
It was.
That cage.
So Mortimer through X, being picked up by Voisey.
And good. And that's definitely probably a bit close to the face. But
Beth Varga finds her sister close. Running.
On chasing, and we see
Bonnie's
this
chasing
good chase there by Bonnie Wells, but we've got a bit of a fast man break, and Carly read that very well. But
he's very lethargic looking, but high-end skill level. Eloise Rowe, right place, right time, gets the mops up the bucket with the spills from that first shot, and then has all the time in the world. To put it simply, where Carly Evans isn't. So there you go, Charlotte. You have a rush of blood down here when you're down by 7 or 8 and pump the crease at a turnover, and it hurts at the other end.
Yeah, it's almost like in that situation, you get out there, you're like, we can come back. But it's try and suck the life out of what's left on the clock is something that you probably want to do and reduce that turnover from happening.
Yeah.
Set up a play, try and get a goal back. You might be able to practice a play or work on something, and it's always hard, especially when you're down by 6.
Yep. I mean, the best form of defence is offence, right? So if you've got the ball, they don't.
And that was a great fast man break by Brighton.
It was, and that brings out to 14-6 now. So there's a win there, and double Gramble, but we see Colleen O'Malley first 2. Brown up on the wing, picks up one, and she's got some legs to burn, and she's off and away.
So similar situation where it's a fast man break, and
that ball needed to go back inside. Too slow to recognise. Great work, Izzy Brown. Found Mortimer, who went down to Froud, and she continued on her cut. Izzy Brown deserved more. Didn't get the ball back. That could be a 2-minute call, I think.
That's the 2-minute bell, yep.
There we go, and that's a turnover. So, umpire has called that towards Glenelg.
No, I think Darcy just had a step on that shot, but don't mind a crank shot.
Brown will step over, and Laura Evans will come back down. So, starting with Darcy Beckett up to Morrison. So, Glenelg just need to take their time here and get a good, nice structured goal here, just to put some belief back into the girls, because 5-all at half-time certainly in it, but skill level was really letting them down.
Jade Mangan again just getting up in that and won that ball. So again, just a bit of a fumble there by Jess Froud, and Jade able to put that pressure on and get that ball back. So she probably wants someone to help pass this ball off to, with Laura and to Beth. The experience of Beth coming down the field, and the way that Brighton just moved this ball down, they'll want to probably get another couple on the board if they could.
Yeah, so there we go. I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Have a look at that back in the on the replay there, Charlotte. Glenelg got back in numbers without picking up players. They just fell back into the hole, which allows these young Brighton girls free hands, free feet. They can catch and move and do what they like.
Yeah.
Rather than applying pressure downfield.
And then body position as well. You've got to call out who you're on in that situation. Get your body up there and get nice and low. If we're too high as an attacker, you've got the momentum to get around people if you're standing up too high. And that's what Hayley Fuss did. She was able to get around a defender and just have a one-on-one. So that was probably Carly's 3rd or 4th one-on-one for the day, which is hard to cop as a goalie.
So Beth Varga really taking the initiative there, getting that ball from what's been an impressive start for Jade Mangan today. forcing the ball, open Moncluse in the middle of the field, down to Hayley Fuss in the bottom corner, and then a little shake and bake one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You're right, hard to save. 15-6. It's turning into a thumping. Anzac Day massacre. Brighton again.
With Indy Williams coming up with that ball.
Glenelg first to the drop of the ball, but Brighton are there, 2, 3 and 4.
Beth Varga just hunting that ball down.
Oh, she's called that a cover. Gee whiz, I'll tell you what. She's called that a cover. So Varga will get the ball again, open in the inside. O'Malley.
So it looks like
a minute left.
A minute left, yep. So they're going to try and again, this is Glenelg had the ball with 2 minutes to go, and there's been 2 turnovers and a goal. And it's just one of those things that it's just that difference in that experience in play. And we'll probably see Brighton hold this ball out for a couple, probably half a minute to a minute or 45 seconds. And
I reckon they'll be working really hard to get young Kate Osborne a goal here. So Colleen will look to drive and draw. They know Ella's going to be the big double. Quick ball movement. Hayley Fuss on back door. And then again, good D though, Carly Evans. Varga. Osborne open, not on.
So again, they're going to look at another ISO here, which is, Glenelg can see it. They've just got to make sure they've got that slide ready to go. Clock is on the field, so we've got less than 30.
O'Malley just holding
with
on
the
now.
Double coming as well. Oh, good intercept there by Ella Jury, and that is the game, Shika.
That is game, and that is a whopping scoreline in the second half at 5-5 half time. I reckon it's turned into a
15-6 finish.
15-6 finish. So a 10-1 second half. Brighton have picked up where they left off from last year's grand final, and the Glenelg girls, Stewie Robb and the coaching staff over there, Wendy Walsh, have got a big load of work ahead of them.
And a quick turnaround as they play Friday night again. So, yeah, thanks to our sponsors, Traditional Group and 180 Finance. We will be finishing up now to head into the next game. Right on. Great call, Charlotte. Well done. I've got to race over and do some official work for the day. And well done, Marty. Thanks very much. We'll leave you with a couple more of our adverts from our sponsors. Thanks very much.